before we go out to the inn, because we need to get to the inn. That's the main goal, right? We're working with... Go here. We're working with Ms. Nosy Parker, the journalist. She is like a stork or a crane. So it definitely has a nose to stick into people's business. It's all great on the naming. And she would like... We're conferring with the inn situation because she came to investigate the ghost. You know, the ghost of the attic who isn't really there. But yeah, we need to do that. But we need to go through the labyrinth. We were saying earlier, one of the ghosts, one of the relatives potentially died in there. It's the one that Mr. McTurpin was in a secret love affair with. So we'll see what happens with that. But I also, yeah, need to use the hearing trumpet that we got off of Dorothea on the safe in the servants area. I don't know if we can physically do it right now, but I'm going to go and have a look, just because Theodore Vane was sniffing round it, so if I can get in there first, then he can't have it. We'll see. At least we can go and have a look at it. And I also have... I have 4 phone numbers to ring as well, to try, that we've not even looked at. So I do need... to acquire a landline. Hello, operator. Please could you put me in touch with the Billy the Peak, please. Alright. Let's go and look at the safe first, and then we'll try and find a phone. I think there's one in the hallway. But if we go down here, see if we run into anyone. It's alright, it has to load. It has to load the levels. Also, Dream actively saves as you go, by the way, so there's no actual save mechanic unless they add it into that specific dream. So, that's what. It's doing bits and bobs. It's great. There's a phone in the housekeeper's room. Yes, there is. Well remembered. Good job. This is Honey's room. But let's go to the... Is it the silverware room first? Yeah, it's the silverware room. I'm going to be so angry if he's in there again. I think it's this one. Yes, the silver room. I swear to God, if you're in there again, I do like how you physically can't see him. Just slap him. I can't... if there is an option to slap that man, I will. So yeah, when we came in, you'll notice that there's several things that are open. This is my looking mechanic, like investigating times. If there's a tick, like this one here, we've already looked at it, but I can examine stuff again if I need to. See? Look, look. Silverware on the floor. Also, potentially something missing from there. But yeah, so his excuse is why... Yeah, so Theodore Vane has done... is quite a crafty little boy in that, like, he has thought this through, right? So, he is also trying to get with Boffy separately to the lawyer psychic scam that's happening, because the lawyer psychic scam was supposed to scare her into selling for £1 because we found the deed. So like just scaring her into selling, like leaving the house, it's haunted, oh no. Didn't work. So he is basically trying to now, yeah, if he can marry in, assume he's going to take all her money. So that's what he's pitching for, but he is also having a little rummage around to see what's available.
This safe is a very good safe.
It is.
Can't hear the inner workings at all.
Which he complained to us.
A special contraption for listening more closely.
This is also very tropey, isn't it? Get the old ear trumpet out. Aunt Dottie's attic room. Oh my God, Aunt Dottie. I'm so sorry, Aunt Dottie. Pardon? Uh... Oh! Oh, I see. Right. Oh, you little shit. No, that's not what I wanted. How dare you? Fourth is last. Yeah, I have no control over which style I'm doing. That's why I was like, what's happening here? If we just keep spinning, the whole thing does spin. What happens if we spin the other way? Okay. I see. Right, okay. Shit, hang on. So it's very much using the like back and forth mechanisms of the locks, which is great. Let's get one lined up, shall we? Is it going to pick up the second if I keep rewinding? No. Oh, no, it is. Ah. I made this so much harder for myself than I needed to, didn't I? Now, if I go this way, all of them move. So I'm going to go this way again. Oh, piss. No, I'm not. Oh, God, they're all moving. This was a bad idea. This is fine. I could reset it, but I don't think we need to. Prozek, it should be the one in chat that Moobot's just posted, because Moobot is also on a timer posting it. But thank you for checking. Okay. Come on, mate. Yeah, right. It's alright, I've got to... The problem is it's lining it up. It's a bit like a regular combination lock, except I've just buggered it up. Just joins, you don't think you see it. It's alright. There you go. Yeah, I think you must literally just like 2 messages before, so just must have caught it. Yeah, that's the best resource currently being shared, because it's US and international ceasefire information about how to continue to ask for an immediate ceasefire. Right. Watch as I now mess this up. Or not. You'd use a drill to break the lock. What, in the 1930s? You'd be using a hand drill. And they would hear you. Possibly. Right. Come on, buddy. Yes. That's it, right? Am I continuing to press right? I'm scared. Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, Is that a glowing stone, George? 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 What in the dickens is that, my dude?
This?
It's a glowing blue crystal. Brilliant. Excellent deduction, buddy. Should we just take that? Yeah, pick it up. Why not? Do you want to, are we going to close the safe? Or are you just going to leave it as is? No. Okay, we're leaving it wide open. Is it uranium? If it is, I'm basically dead. Why does the animation make you think of Wallace and Gromit? I would assume that in part Wallace and Gromit is potentially a small inspiration in some ways. Resident Evil 9 sure looks weird. This is what I really enjoy about this, actually, is it's wholesome, it's funny, but there is that underlying, like, oh god. There is also, somewhere in here, a rogue cockatoo that keeps jump scaring us. So it's a really nice mix of things, and I am looking forward to playing Pig Detective 1, 2, and 3. I assume it's Pig Detective 3, unless it's a new one. This basically stealth released halfway through last year. But there's been a German, the German equivalent of like PC Gamer or something has been writing about Pig Detective, because I saw some of the folks that I follow tweeting about it. So I'm excited to get to that game and see. I think there's a shipwreck or something in it. Some sort of exciting adventure that's not in a house. See you, Townie. Have a good time at class and enjoy the pods if you catch up on them. Mrs. Honey isn't there. No, Mrs. Honey was like, I finished all the ironing now, so I need to go. And what was hilarious about that was she wouldn't let me have a clean sheet. So as soon as she left, I just stole the clean sheet she'd ironed. Peak naughty detective boy behavior, isn't it? Okay. Oh no, hang on. Miss Honey. She's not married. Or is she? No, she is married. Sorry, Mrs. Honey's married. Miss Ella is not. And the cook doesn't have a name. To be fair, Mrs. Honey's only got a name because she's the housekeeper. Mrs. Honey? Mrs. Honey?
Thank you for using Crowing Rooster Telephone Services. I'm your operator. How can I help you?
Hello, please could you give me... oh my god, I love that you've written them down. I forgot that this was a thing. Let's see if we can phone the old inn. Just to see. The storm was messing with the telephone lines. The last time we called them, we actually know that we called them. We got a very confused older German man talking to us who didn't speak English, and then we've not been able to connect since. But we need to get to the inn, so we may as well have a little, just see if there's anyone there.
Please give me Wienerwald 466.
I will connect you right away.
See, no one's there.
Line seems to be engaged.
Well, maybe the German man found his friend and they're just talking to each other and having a good old chinwag. Also, those of you who joined later on to the stream and missed it, do like my Agatha Christie era dress, but definitely needs some, like, something going on. Not pearls. I'm not 70 years old. I need something. But is a dress? It has pockets in it. Pockets. I'm probably going to wear it with a jumper, I think, in the future, because it's a bit, this bit's a bit shapeless. Hi, Rob. Don't worry, Wienerwald, we were having a great time, because this is why I think there's German inspiration, because the Black Forest and Black Forest Gatto is discussed on the radio. We have places like Wienerwald. We also have Wolpertinger Inn. Wolpertinger being a mythical, weird, rabbity thing that's a bit like a jackalope, but not. If you've played World of Warcraft, you know what Wolpertinger is. But it's called the Old Inn, but on other things, there is literally signs that are like Wolpertinger. So there's some weird stuff happening. Cafe Flamingo. Oh, yes, for coffee. Right. Let's just go down this list then. Let's go with Cafe Flamingo next. Cafe Flamingo is, I think, where one of the relatives has gone. There was someone who was making one of the von Boffingtons was really into coffee. So like the guy whose like crypt we went into and the tomb we pushed open and there's no body, there's only coffee tins. I wonder if this is their Cafe Flamingo that they run.
Give me Catlands 228.
Catland.
Connect you right away.
We're not in Catland. Hello? I'm teleporting.
Thank you for calling Cafe Flamingo, esteemed customer. How may we be of service to you?
Bonjour.
Good evening. My name is Pig Detective. I'm a private investigator.
A detective? A pig detective? We are honored by your call, monsieur.
So, the long and the short of this is, there's the Flamingo brand coffee. This ancestor, can't remember which von Boffington it was, went over to wherever this is, like Morocco but not, and discovered coffee. And then basically founded a coffee brand that's been around since 1458. So that you can see the coffee in front of you. Like he's responsible for founding it. I think the vibe is he was supposed to be going over there to do a Crusade Templar type religious war for no goddamn reason, other than, you know, to serve himself. And instead discovered a Grail quest. He was doing the Grail quest as well. So inherently Christian nonsense. Bothering people in other countries, which, for God's sake. Come for the cup. Yes, so he came for the cup. Stayed for the cuppa, exactly. So he fell in love with coffee. He threw all the concepts of being like a Templar and doing a Grail quest out the window. And we can only assume that he maybe died here as the founder of coffee, having a very lovely time in Catland, which quite frankly, I'd quite like to go to Catland. You can't see because it's behind my picture, but there is a scarlet macaw parrot up here. But there is also a lot of bags of coffee, a man in the background who also appears to be a cat.
What information can I supply you with on this fine day?
Okay. Yes, Heinrich von Boffington. Here we go.
I'm interested in a certain Heinrich von Boffington. It says on your products that he founded the Flamingo brand coffee company. This would have been about 450 years ago?
Ah, yes. Oh, most esteemed founder. What do you wish to know about him?
Is it a cat cafe? Well, yeah. By definition, all cafes are cat cafes in Catland.
Are we talking about the same Heinrich von Boffington? You see, the coffee company doesn't seem to be mentioned in his family history much.
Ah oui, it would not surprise us here at Café Flamingo.
You'll notice I said Morocco for a very specific reason. The French influence.
Our company history said that Monsieur Boffington and his family has an abominable fight because they did not like him to be interested in coffee as much as he was.
Okay, hang on a sec. So yeah, another family like cut-off thing. It's totally that.
The falling out was so bad that he never returned home again, not even for Christmas.
There you go. He didn't get buried. He did not get buried with the coffee cans, as far as we know. It's just an empty. It's an empty like mausoleum just filled with coffee tins. Is it the coffee versus tea family war? There's been quite a lot of fallings out in this family though over food. So like the twins who just had a horrible time, and told everyone that they killed each other with drowning because they just didn't get on with each other. And have run off and are very happy with making a restaurant somewhere sunny. So I don't want to say it's a theme that a lot of the family members are lying about themselves and then having a happier life, but here you go.
He lived out his time here in Catland without his family, but never without friends. He was among fellow coffee lovers, you see.
I see. Lived out his remaining days in Catland. Never returned home. Fight with his family. You have been very helpful.
Bon, merci, monsieur. is great. It's great because that's another one we can tick off the list. We can go to 5 out of 10 ghosts solved.
We are glad to be of service. Please visit us at Café Flamingo whenever you come in Catland.
Oh, bien sûr.
Goodbye.
Au revoir. Right, who else do we need to call? Billy the Beak, Robin Blind, and the Great Podargus. Now, the Great Podargus, technically, and Robin Blind are still both here. Billy the Beak is the contact of all of these people. Of all of the scammers, we think. So let's give Billy the Beak a call. I can't remember who voices Pig Detective, but I do know that on their socials, both on Twitter and on Instagram, they did do a recent, in line with the release of this, they did a cast list, which is why I know Kitty Powers is the ghost. So it will probably be on there. But it's all Dreams peeps working together. There's maybe one exception to the rule. I think Trigger Happy, the cowboy turkey, for like the first time we played this, I was like, the voice actor really sounds like Eric from Internet Etiquette, or you may know him as Big Money Salvia. But it's not. It's Game Over Greg Miller, who's in like he makes content, but is also in the Solitaire Conspiracy, and they do sound really similar. I was like, oh right, that's what I can hear. So that it might be you recognise Pig Detective for a reason, or it might just be that the voice actor of Pig Detective is doing a very good job of that kind of protagonist voice.
Please give me Big Town 728.
I will connect you right away.
Big Town. It's where the big people live. I don't know.
Rat Hole and Pub. Andrew speaking.
The Rat Hole and Pub. Hello, Andrew. I'm looking for Billy the Beak.
Yes, hello. I am an anonymous caller. You know, for privacy reasons.
Oh, did I mention that George is not very good at this detective business?
Oh yeah, we should get a lot of those.
Oh my God, Andrew.
We kind of specialize in shady customers.
Andrew, why did you have to be a cursed duck with skin-coloured duck hair? Why have you done this to me? I love it, Dev, so much, but it's so cursed.
Speaking of which, I'm looking for one Billy the Beak. I was told I could reach him under this number.
Oh yeah, the Beak hangs out here. Haven't seen him in a while though. Probably out of town, working.
Wild idea. Do we think Billy the Beak might be Theodore Vane?
Working? Do you know what he's working on exactly? And who hired him?
Do I know? You expect me to rat on the Beak? Mister, you must be mad. The Beak has got a baseball bat and he's not afraid to use it. I suggest you keep your nose out of his affairs.
You're right. That's probably a good idea.
Glad that's cleared up. Well then, I'll see you on Monday for your usual glass of buttermilk, Mr. Pig Detective.
What?
Yes. Thank you, Andrew. See you then.
See, George is useless at this. In the best possible way. And it's good. It's good. This is why it's like also it's a prequel. You could just be a bit... He's bumbly in the best possible way. I think I've said before, it's very Inspector Gadget dynamic. And Miss Ella is it Penny and Brain? The only reason I know that is because quite literally yesterday we watched a bit. Hydrate, please, everybody. Yes. A little hydrate. I probably will go for a toilet break in a minute because it's always 4 o'clock and I can also hear a certain cat kicking off. Or she was kicking off. Maybe Cliff sorted it for a bit. Right. I'm going to call the last 2 numbers on here, Robin Blind and Great Podargus, but theoretically these 2 are both in the mansion. So if anyone's going to pick up, it's going to be like a secretary or someone that isn't them.
Please give me Big Town 529.
Hi, Tuffin.
I will connect you right away.
We're just checking on some numbers I picked up last time.
Robin Blind and Co. I'm Gladys. How may I help you?
Oh, hi,
Rob
Gladys.
M. Blind. Is that Mr. Robert M. Blind, the lawyer?
The very same. Specializes in corruption, tax fraud, and extortion. You looking for
Really?
something like that, sugar?
You know, I might be. Rob M. Blind. Rob M. Blind. Do you know what the M stands for?
Well, it doesn't stand for Martin, I can tell you that. Do you have a real question for me, or is this just a prank call? You're not with the police, are you?
I'm not
Oh,
with the police. I'm a private investigator.
see what I mean?
Oh, they hung up on me.
Oh, George, what are we going to do with you? One more number. One more number, then we'll have a little break, because I can hear her outside. So I better go and see what the problem is.
Give me Babeltown 266.
I will connect you right away.
Oh. Hello? Random
Shady
koala?
Palms Motel, Babeltown reception. Who? The Great Padagus? Oh, you mean Mr. Plumbledink. Did you want to book him in for a birthday party? Oh, I'm afraid he's not around. He's been gone for days. On a prolonged engagement or something. He said, an engagement! As if he was an actor and not a cheap stage magician. But yeah, he's gone, so you can't book him in right now. And I'm not even sure if he'll be available when he comes back from his engagement. If he comes back. He said to me, Frank, if this engagement works out, I will never have to work another day in my life. This is a big one. Look, mister, if you're dead set on a magician for your party, I can't help you. But if you want to go with a clown, my brother-in-law is in business. Hello? Hello?
Oh, God. I think that might be the same voice actor as the cat policeman. I'm fabulous. Also, the Great Prodagus, which is his stage name. I think we established he is a frogmouth bird, which is an Australian Asian bird. So it would make sense that he was staying in a motel run by a koala in maybe Australia. That was quite something. That's the kind of shit that this game drops out of nowhere, and you're like, this is fabulous. This is the kind of stuff that you'd want to see in, like, any game, right? Especially, like, it's done very well, and it's very enjoyable. Right, I phoned all the numbers. I'm going to quickly go and see the ghost and just try and see if we can hand in this revelation about the coffee. And then we'll have a little break. And then I think we need to go into the labyrinth. We need to go into the labyrinth to get to the inn. The old inn. And try and not die to anything on the way. Sure, it'll be fine. We had a literal Chekhov's gun last week. Yes, we did. Yes. The butler fought in World War One, I think is what it's going for. He says the Great War, which is usually one. And the gun model was a Chekhov something or other. So, like, there's a lot of, like, in-your-face, but also subtle, like, levels of things. We still need the middle explanation for the twins, I think. We know that they drowned in the lake. They drowned in the lake, and we know that they actually are running a restaurant. We don't know the middle bit. That was our problem with them. With quite a lot of ghosts, we've got like 2 out of 3. We just need the third.
Hello?
Ah, the great detective returns.
That's a bit bright, but otherwise... Yes, right. Where is he? Ebenezer Boffington as well, we can't do. Heinrich, here we are. So he went on a grail quest. Oh shit, no, the lake is a shadow puddle. We might be able to do the twins. We will try it, because I stood in it. The sarcophagus is full of coffee tins, and witness reports opened a cafe in Catland and died there. Yes.
The great knight Heinrich von Boffington died after his return from Gatland, where he hunted in vain for the cup. His ghost is said to haunt the manor, still in search for the artifact that eluded him in life. The coffin in the family crypt that is supposed to hold the body is filled with tins of coffee instead. I spoke to an affiliate of Flamingo brand coffee in Catland, and he assured me that Heinrich von Boffington, the founder of the company, lived and died happily in Catland some 500 years ago. I conclude that you are not the Knight Heinrich von Boffington.
You are absolutely correct. I am not the Knight Heinrich of Boffington. That old coffee lover blackened the family name just for a cuppa. I'm glad you don't think I'm him.
Do you not like coffee? Oh dear. Solved. Okay, let's go with the two boys. So, they drowned in the lake. Apparently basically, why they left is still a mystery. They, what the family think happens is, they hated each other so much, they squabbled and killed each other by drowning in the lake. In a fight or something. But they basically, pretended they died, ran away, because it was just... I think we could just establish this place as naff and horrible, and no one really likes to stay because of all the family stuff. And they're now running a restaurant on the Sun Coast, so they're very happy. They don't fight anymore because they're not in this scenario.
It's come to my attention that Algernon and Estragon of Boffington, apparently quite quarrelsome brothers, even though they're twins, died by drowning each other in a nearby lake.
Eternal.
Their ghosts are supposed to be still around, presumably to quarrel some more in the afterlife. The lake near Boffington Hall is far too shallow for anyone to drown
Yeah, it's like
in.
this big.
I've personally seen a postcard that proves that Algernon and Estragon are alive and well and managing a diner somewhere on the Sun Coast. I therefore conclude that you are not Algernon and Estragon of Boffington.
How very perceptive of you. I'm not Algernon and Estragon. Least of all because I'm still only one person. I'm glad to hear they're alive and well, though. The way they were constantly at each other's throats, I wouldn't be surprised if they had managed to murder each other by now. I never understood this. It is a great blessing to have a sibling. If you are lucky enough to have one, you should always be kind to one another.
So, not them. I was wondering if the dialogue was going to address the fact that we were saying that twins was one person, and it did. Wilhelm von Boffington. Was he the jewel boy? Because we're missing... So in this column, we have them all. In this one, we are missing 2 bits of information. And in this one, you can't see it because I'm in the way, but there's another one at the top I haven't solved. So there's 3 things I still need to find. I think, though, that... Where's not you. Where's Greedy Boy? Was it Ludwig? Did he, perchance, have malfunctioning glands? Because they think that he died from overeating and that he haunts the place and he eats the food in the kitchen. That's what the cook thinks, and that's how we discovered that it's not there's no ghost eating the food at all. It's the housekeeper taking the food for Aunt Dottie. So yeah, that's what the housekeeper said. So we'll see if this is correct.
The cook is very distressed about the ghost of Ludwig of Boffington, who apparently died as a result of his endless gluttony, and now haunts the kitchen to steal food. I've personally witnessed the housekeeper filching a bowl of soup from the kitchen. It isn't a ghost at all that's stealing the food. I have it on very good authority that Ludwig of Boffington wasn't fat because of all the food he ate. His circumference is the unlucky product of an affliction of the glands. I conclude, therefore, that you are not Ludwig of Boffington.
You are right. I am not Ludwig of Boffington. Poor fellow. Everyone was always making fun of him for being such a fat flamingo. We're usually such slender birds. And he couldn't help it, too, because it was all the fault of his glands. You should not make fun of people's appearance, ever. It is always hurtful, and you never know what you're talking about anyway.
Worth noting that I'm relatively confident that I know who the ghost is, and it's the previous lord who's just died, because there's some expedition notes from when he went to the Arctic. It's not the Arctic, it's the icy circle. But when he went to the Arctic and found the weird stuff, and the narration for that is also Kitty Powers, so I'm like, I think I know which ghost you are, but you're not here. So we're going to end up eliminating all of these and going, oh, but it's not you. So who is it? Now, we can't solve any more because we're now in a situation where the last 3 are unknown. So I can't actually progress with any of the reasoning for this. So we don't know what's happened to the labyrinth. We're going into the labyrinth after the break, so hopefully we'll find the outcome of this one. We don't know what happened to the person who died in a duel, and we also don't know what happened with the treasure that was buried in the woods. All of these things, and more, potentially, for us to find. But I do need to have a wee. So we are due to have a break. So we're going to do that before we go outside because it's raining, it's dark, it's cold in the woods. I don't want to do that whilst I need a wee. But also I need to look at the map. So we need to go into the park and then through the park to the old inn. We need to try and avoid the eastwards and the westwards. And we did go into the gamekeeper's hut. So we've been over there. This is where we started in the gas station. Some of the lightning and thunder have been very well timed. There was one in the kitchen that did set me off. It's like, ugh. No saving. No, the way that Dream saves is it just saves as you go. Unless there is a very specific Dream where saving is a thing, it literally, the progress that I've made, it just saves. Are we sure that Billy the Beak isn't the gold digger? This is what I'm wondering. Because we can account for the lawyer. The lawyer is the lawyer. We know the Great Pedragus. Or whatever his real name was. Those two have identities, but yes, Billy the Beak isn't there. So it could be the gold digger. It could be Theodore Vane is Billy the Beak. It could also be that Billy the Beak is not is just the contact and we never meet Billy the Beak. It could also be Billy the Beak is someone else. I don't know. You'd hope it would be someone with a beak though, wouldn't you? Which does narrow it down. You reckon Billy is who answered the lawyer's phone? Gladys answered the lawyer's phone. So maybe, but possibly unlikely. Mr. Happy, Mr. Trigger Happy, the cowboy could be Billy the Beak. Because Billy the Kid, that's a cowboy name. But is that going to be a bit of a weird long con when his mate is already a con artist? I don't know. And in terms of like all the other characters, we don't really have any other male presenting birds that it could be. So unless it's Mr. Diggins the butler, who is like, I'll throw them all off by pretending I've got a beak. Yeah. Could be that. Oh, also, I think I know why the ghost is a thing. I suspect that the ghost is technically, you'll have to hear me out here. I suspect that the ghost is technically not a ghost. I suspect that due to the electrical nature of the building with electrical charges and the fact that the previous lord died suddenly in a potential death related to electricity, that somebody might have gotten himself electrocuted and his ghost is now within the machine and the electricity. In a, weirdly, in a Doctor Who Charles Dickens-esque kind of way. So I'm rewatching all the reboot of Doctor Who to just be up to date before Shooty's season properly starts in May. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, technically the supernatural doesn't exist and it's a science thing, right? It's still supernatural, but you know what I mean? There's a scientific explanation. The being shocked by electricity and being killed by the electrical shock meant that the ghost got absorbed into the electrics of the house because the electrics are weird and intermittent anyway. And also it would explain why Robin Blind was basically electrocuted. If Kitty, not Kitty, if previous ghost tenant owner lord Kitty was able to do that like electrical shock because of already being there. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, especially considering what we've seen with, you know, the weird giant electrical UFO thing on the roof as well. And the eggs with the aliens as well. Like, you could be like, oh no, they're weird little, like, goblin-y creatures. But if they're aliens, then yes, it's supernatural, but it's also, like, sci-fi. So there's, like, a reason for it. The electricity is connected to an alien device as well, yeah. So it's like, is the alien device somehow holding your energy matrix in this world and this dimension so that you could continue to exist? Also, VOD viewers, you're all amazing. Like, your support is also fantastic. Okay, we do have to play this. I don't know why I'm procrastinating. Oh, I know why. Oh, we've got to go back in the we've got to go in the maze. I say back in the maze. We've not gone in the maze. We've got to go in the dreaded hedge maze. In the dark, in the rain. Not through the fire and the flames. We carry on. It's a bit more Teddy Bear's Picnic, but very sinister. You know, if you go down to the woods today, you better not go it alone. It's lovely down in the woods today, but safer to stay at home. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Nothing bad ever happened in a hedge maze. No, I know. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, good. We'd also, off the back of this, Reddish, we'd just come from playing Lock, where there's a hedge maze in that, which is not quite as sinister and concerning. But between that and The Shining, I was just like, I don't need this. I do, but I don't. Also, it's very traditional, again, murder mystery Agatha Christie shite, isn't it? We love it. Oh, also, I was gonna say, Reddish and the gang, like, I have no idea the sheer amount of, like, energy, effort, all that stuff to do any of this outside of Dreams as actual titles, but I'd buy the shit out of this as a box set. Also, like, holy Christ, I think I also I saw the article. Yes. So many people need to play this game. And also there's loads of other Dream stuff as well. I'm like, my God. But I imagine it's possibly a nightmare to port it. I don't know. Also, if anyone ever does remake this, please God, don't change the way that George walks. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cursed in the best possible way. Such a wholesome yet cursed game. I also quite like the fact that down there gives me like the Lost Woods from Zelda vibes. Who knows what might happen? I hope that, because obviously Dreams has not got a port, right, to other platforms. And so, like, obviously they've stopped supporting Dreams, so I very much doubt that they port it to Steam. But it's like, I'd love it if there was some way that they could let folks take the stuff off of there. Dreams is unfortunately only on PlayStation. On PS4 or PS5, if you have, I think it's one of the PS Plus categories, you can play it as part of that package. But yeah, this is why, like, Dreams is amazing. Even like Tren, the train game that comes as part of Dreams, like, all of those things are so good. Like, I'd have bought Tren if it released as a separate thing. So I don't know how that would work, but I really wish something would happen with that. Tomorrow, first thing, you'll tell your colleagues. Bookmark, where's it gone? Have I got it? Ugh, calm down. Bookmark this playlist, because within that, there's a couple of different games that are like, along with this. I would say if you do pick up Dreams and you download this, enjoy. But if you download Lock, you will cry. Like, you will quite literally have multiple breakdowns throughout. At one point, we were like looking at fences and going, "Is there Morse code in the fence?" It's a magnificently tricky puzzle game. That's also really like metaphor. Whoa! Oh God, really? Why have you done this to me? Quiet Times and I see in chat. There you go. Like Mab will get angry if you talk to her about the zoo animal book in the game. Quiet Times and I went through several things. Also, I've just realised I hadn't unmuted the game. Oh, I'm so perturbed by the maze. I've just forgotten how to be. Yeah, there's just stuff where we were like, do you think it might be... There's ridiculous optical illusions and stuff like that. And it's just... It was so good, but I got so angry in the best way. And that's what I like. Same deal with this. Like, the not angry with it. I don't think at any point have I been annoyed or angry with this. I have been scared. But it's like those emotions, yes. Thank you, yes. Although, I also hate you for this. A hedge witch afraid of a hedge maze. The scandal. Hello? Did it put me in first person? Yes, yes it did. As soon as I walked over the threshold, and immediately I just sort of was displeased. Check my map for which way I'm supposed to go. Bold of you to assume that this is actually going to be... That's not the layout of the maze. Oh no, I do have the... Oh shit, no, you're right. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Oh god, where am I? Oh, I know where I am. I'm on this corner, the bottom right corner. Thank you for reminding me. Also, I didn't have to get it out of my inventory. I literally just pressed the investigate button and there it is. Love this. Love, and I can sort of see where I'm going. Love this. Do I like the... do I like the possibility of a... yes. Okay, we are going up here. I'm going to be really fucking angry, just for the record, if there's something in here that isn't the long-lost lover of Mr. McTurtle. Sorry, Turpin, not Turtle. Oh, oh good. Yes. Yes. That must be... Oh, I've seen her in the gardens running about, because I saw her and she ran off. This must be her. It's not a ghost, Mab, it's fine. It's just the lady. But that must be her, coming out to see Mr. McTurpin. Ma'am? Oh, hang on. I think this is it. Ma'am? Hang on. Here? Yeah, the one who was looking into Mrs. Honey's room. Yeah, exactly. Hello? Oh.
What peculiar looking hedges. They look like animals, and in the middle of the labyrinth too.
Can you not?
Are these perhaps the guardians mentioned in the note that I found in the music box?
Doesn't The Shining also call them guardians? Someone calls them guardians. Also, that poor man. You don't see it in the film, but what's his face? Who comes back to try and save them? Who's also got The Shining? I think in the film he just gets killed in an avalanche. Because again, the hedge maze animals would have been a pain to make. But in the book, I'm pretty sure he gets eaten by the hedge maze. Dick Halloran, yes. Well, the fact you know his name, Reddish, says it all. Also, these are her flowers that she really liked. Cynthia, Hyacinth. So I think it's Cynthia in the maze, hiding out, and coming to see Mr. McTurpin at night. Yeah, in the film, Jack gets him with the axe. Yeah. So I think, and also Jack doesn't freeze to death in the book. Also the hedge maze animals get him, I think. In the book, he survives. What, Dick? He might do. It's been a while. Oh, hang on. Right, time to get scanning. An urn protected by a bunny. An urn presided over by a llama. Boom boom.
What's this?
A stone urn in the shadow of a hedge penguin. This urn is surrounded by pink flowers. There's a piece of string under the lid of the stone urn. Do you want to pull it? Oh, it's a candle. Oh no, it's not a candle, it's a note. Ugh.
Neither. My family want to destroy our love. I cannot stay in Boffington Hall for another minute. I am resolved to run away to Boffington. When you find this letter, I will be gone. Please follow me as soon as you can. I will be at Boffington station at noon to meet the morning train out of Booktown every day until you come. I hope it will be soon. Every day without you is a lost day.
Yeah, have a good night.
Soon.
You thought that was... well, do we think he's found this note? Someone's coming into the maze. I'm going to take the note.
Albert.
Could
it possibly be Mr. McTurpin?
It's Mr.
His name's
McTurpin.
Albert.
His
We
name
could
is...
bring this letter to him in any case.
Yes, we should. Because... Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Briefly, I did also think it might... I thought it was a candle initially, and then I thought it was a tampon.
Well.
Oops. Come on, George. Sorry, George.
What is this?
Oh, they carved their initials. I thought candle because she had a source of light, so that's where I was going with that. Did I look at this one? Oh no, we don't need to. Oh yes, he does, doesn't he, Donut? Thank you. Yes, that's what he does. He doesn't get got by the hedge. Jack doesn't get got by the hedge animals. He blows up the hotel with the boiler. Whoa. Maybe I won't do that, actually. Whoa, Christ. Okay. How am I... Oh, hang on. If we go out of here. This way to the old inn. Yes. Right. Give me the map. He does hate a lot of his film adaptations, yeah. I mean... Yeah. La la la. La 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 la. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no. This is... This is fine? How have I done this? Is it this way? Oh god. How? No, hang on. Just reorientate. I'm also not going to be happy, map. I'm trying to navigate, and my navigation skills are pretty shite. We know this. No. Sorry, I stepped back too far. I misvanjied my way into first person. Oh wait, yeah, I see where I got stuck. Right, okay. Sorry, I thought I was slightly further up than I was, because I wasn't paying attention to how far I'd gone. Hello. Okay, all the way down and then like back up. Hey, hello. That's gotta be her, right? It's gotta be her popping back to check if he's got the letter. Ooh, that's exciting. Someone left the gate open. Oh, that's better. Excuse me, hello? There's someone, they're literally standing there. Excuse me, look, come back.
Who goes there?
Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have just silently followed them. Oh god, there's a lot of big, puddles I could have fallen in. No. I don't need that subtle shift in everything, thank you. This is fine. It's alright, it's fine. Look, we're just having a little wander. We're going up here to the old inn, right? We're just gonna follow the path. Don't worry about the mist. What about the noises? Welcome to Resident Evil. No, it's not. Look, it's lovely. What are you on about? Beautiful. Stunning. Maybe Luigi's Mansion a bit more than Resident Evil. It's fine. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. That's just reflections. It's all good. There's a person.
Oh,
Hello.
this must be the old inn that Miss Parker told me about.
Lovely. Why are the windows green and wiggly? Oh, it's stained glass. Don't worry about it. It's just dreams. It's just dreams being weird, man. Don't worry about it. I'm sure there was nothing strange going on in there. Like, genuinely, though, it could just be texture pop-in. / lighting to make it glow. I wouldn't worry too much because the lantern also does it. There's no ghosts here, it's fine. Hello, sir, are you okay?
Good evening.
Young man, will you be quiet? These machines are very sensible. They pick up even the tiniest little noise.
Machines?
Your machines pick up sound? Why?
Again, you are an annoying fellow, aren't you? Are you a ghost hunter as well? You don't look like a ghost hunter.
Uh-huh. We have ads in just under 3 minutes. Just as a heads up, we will see where we're at. We'll probably just, like, hold place for a bit, unless it's general bumbling, in which case we'll bumble off. I mean, I have hunted some ghosts. I arguably am talking to a ghost. Oh, it's Kelby. Yeah.
I'm more of a ghost investigator. I'm pig investor, pig detective.
My name is Pinkerton. I'm a ghost hunter.
Oh, it's the lock narrator, of course. Oh, that'll be it. Lock is another game that we played in Dreams. It's a puzzle game that drove quite a lot of us into insanity and back, but it's also absolutely fantastic. And quite frankly, if any, you lot, I'm just going to say you lot, Reddish, because that includes you. Any of you lot aren't working in gaming, or let's say creative stuff, because some of you will be doing music, some of you will be doing design. Like, what the fuck is this world coming to? Like the lock devs, the Room Fireproof Games should be snapping them up. Or any of the escape room teams. It's daft good.
What do you actually do as a ghost hunter? Do you actually catch ghosts?
Well, no, you just look for them.
Catch ghosts? Are you mad? Ghosts are dangerous and very elusive. I've never seen one in my entire life.
Well,
but I'm trying to hear one right now.
Like you're told to follow.
What I'm trying to do is record the ghostly sounds of Wienerwald Woods.
Ooh, there you go.
Wienerwald Woods is famous for a very whaley ghost that haunts it. I think I heard it howl over here a minute ago.
All right, Stewie Griffin, with your hoods.
Now, would you mind shutting up and let me listen in peace?
Hoods. George, he said shush. I'm hearing the ghosts talking to me now. They seem to be humming something. A whip, yes, a cool whip. We love a bit of cool whip. What I particularly enjoy is the weird crossover that is Darren Brown doing Stewie Griffin's accent and impressions. I love that. Can I look at this? Am I going to get in trouble? No? What's this? Bear Story, out now. Fishing hotspots, 1928. We do have some ads playing, so we'll just chill out here for a second. I'm not going to go out there. I don't really fancy dying. Just amble our way back here and see if this man... Actually, should I talk to him again? No, I'll wait. I'll wait for the ads. I want to see if he can fall over. Oh, poor George. He does a pretty good job considering, like, what's going on there. Big Kasama on Instagram, they did post all the voice actors on the Pig Detective account, but also Reddish is one of the team. So, yeah. Drop a metal pipe by his equipment. What have I even got, actually? I've got a coffee tin. I've got some petrol or gasoline. Oh yes, I've got this ice crystal that I've just stolen. The letter, oh, I need to give that to Mr. McTurpin at some point. My lantern. I still have this pineapple pie that I very much is doing the very peak point and click adventure, sit in the first slot for the entire game, and either never get used or get used right at the end to save the day. Chekhov's pineapple pie, if you were. Ronan, thank you. Oh my god, a tier 3 sub, you're absurd, thank you. That is ridiculously supportive. Also, cat times, I'm excited for your cat times. The ice crystal goes to the gamekeeper to refreeze the eggs. Yes. Yes, the beasties do like pineapple, but I've not yet had a chance to use it, so who knows what. That's really kind of you, thank you. Redden's getting a cat, and we'll have to pay the cat tax on Discord by sending us pictures and videos. But yeah, I'm very excited for you to get your cat. Do you want a Partner Plus update? Yes. Yes, hang on. So bear in mind, it has actually not updated... God. It doesn't update live, right? So, also, arguably, I wasn't here for, like, almost an hour due to builder/cat related drama. I don't think it was an hour, but it was definitely longer than expected. Ed Hargrave, who's the senior music guy for Media Molecule. Yes! And this is what I really love as well, is like Media Molecule folks did appear to not just make a frickin' Dreams game, but they did appear to go beyond that and get invested in certain things, which I love, including making some of their own stuff. But yeah, we are on 274 out of 350. So that is paid tier 1, 2, and 3 subs. It does not include prime subs or gifted. Tier 1s contribute 1 point, 2 points, 3 6 points. So some folks have been upping their subs from prime to tier 1, which immediately makes 1 extra point, which is amazing, or upping to 2s and 3s. Some people have already invested like multi-month subs, so that there's a guaranteed 3 months thing. You're all ridiculous, no matter what level of support you give to the channel. Lurkers, VOD viewers, following, all of that. Thank you. You're ridiculous. 76 points to go. The cat tax applies to anyone with a cat, yes, and you are very, very, very welcome, folks, if you're not on Discord, to join the Discord, to look at various things. We also, the food channel is currently quite busy. Make sure you read the rules, though. Thanks. George gives you Hugh Laurie vibes. He has... Jesus Christ, Ronan. Well, that's another 6. Also, next month, you will have hit nice. That's absurd, thank you. That's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, that's 3 months in a row, guaranteed 6 points. Daftness, thank you. So basically, you've just done 4 tier 3s because of the gift sub as well. That's... Anyway, I did there. Put a link to recipe and food. Yes. Also, a gentle reminder: if you do use Discord, please. I know I'm as bad as you lot are, but sometimes you don't post in the right channels. Gaming things go in gaming. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. I'm as bad. So I'm never. That's why I'm like, I don't really want to shout at you. Yeah, I know. The only time I think I've said recently is someone posted something in the wrong channel that was like advertising their stream, and I was like, I just want to let you know because this is not the right channel. It's not like a how dare you. Gaming goes in gaming. Yeah, I just come in and talk shite in all the channels. I mean, it is my Discord. I have given myself the title of Hedge Witch Boss Lady, if memory serves. So I can do whatever I want. Cheers, Renan. I look forward to looking later. But yeah, Doctor Who should also go media discussion instead of everywhere. Oh, also, I think I was inventing or hype, and I didn't realise and just pretended it was general. So I'm terrible. I'm a terrible human being. Right. So this is the narrator for Locke in another form. Welcome back if you were stuck in ads. I just want to say for a moment, sir, that whilst you are awesome, and I greatly enjoyed your narration in Locke, and also your appearance in this, you, sir, are a fucking dickhead. And I greatly enjoy hearing your voice in more games. Even if you did cause Chat and I to have quite a lot of emotional turmoil and psychic damage. That is true, Ronan. That is true. Right. Also, every now and then, I keep thinking George is humming the intro to Fireman Sam, which I assume he's not, because I would imagine the Fireman Sam estate would want a word. But it does sound very similar. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh no, it's all spicy. It's all spicy because saffron is still a spice, and that's quite mild. Spice. Oh, lovely. Oh, very nice. A nice traditional German pub with crisp apple strudels and schnitzel with noodles and warm copper kettles and kittens with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Right, hello. Please no spinning. Sorry, I was enjoying being silly at the expense of quite like spinning, that's the problem. And also he can't jump, so I can't jump. So you get spins instead. But no, I will try and not do that again. Yeah, sorry, Mab, your motion sickness. Silly putty implies serious putty, which is true, it's called C4. Yes. Or blue tack, to some extent. That's quite serious business. Holding things up. So we've got a lovely, lovely family-run business potentially by the Badger family. Also, is that people staying here?
Hello, stranger. Welcome to the Wolpertinger Inn, the most haunted inn of Wiener Waldwoods.
Pardon?
How can I help you?
What do you mean haunted? Oh, I see. Yes. Can I have some? Oh. Hey, Ronan, if that works, nice. Like, absolutely. I use a lot of the time when I'm trying to explain like how stuff works up here. I use like computer terminology. Why do they sound French? I assume due to the not Germanic, the Bavarian references, including the Sound of Music. That's we've got a Bavarian accent going on here. Do you know what? I'll start with apple strudel, then schnitzel with noodles.
Is that apple strudel I'm smelling?
Yeah, they smell good, don't they? Can you afford them?
Entschuldigung bitte? I've turned up in a dinner jacket. What do you fucking think?
I'm afraid I don't have any money on me.
Oh shit. Yeah, that is true. I have no money.
No money, no strudel.
Das ist nicht sehr gut.
The inn is haunted? Like, by a ghost?
There's no prices on the board. No. I bet you that's so that they have different prices, the locals and the guests.
Wolfgang, there's a stranger here was asking about a ghost.
Oh, hello. Also, that's some magnificent cheese you have there.
Johann, what is all the yelling about?
If the third badger is called Strauss, I am leaving.
The ghost, Wolfgang. The stranger is asking about the ghost.
The ghost? You mean he does not know about the ghost? The Wolpertinger Inn is famous for the ghosts.
Please could you explain?
Well, can you explain the ghost? I'm not from around here. I'm from Big Town.
Sorry, is that a flamingo back there? Some sort of bird.
Big Town? Are you saying our ghost is not famous in Big Town? That is a scandal.
Bavarian badgers. What's the problem with Bavarian badgers? It's perfect alliteration. So I'm enjoying the side eye that Johann keeps giving me.
After all the work Alfred has done advertising, we were hoping the ghost would be more famous.
I will tell you about the ghost. It is the ghost of Ebenezer of Boffington, a very rich flamingo gentleman, hundreds of years ago. Rich, but also very stingy. When he died, he buried all of his money. People came from all over the country to hunt for the treasure.
Okay, so this is again one of the ghost family member stories we're trying to uncover. An ancestor clue, yep. But also the treasure is something that a couple of people are looking for. So we may discover there is no treasure. The treasure is love or knowledge or some sort of thing, but it may also exist or it may be gone. I think it's supposed to be a World War I Prussian uniform kind of vibe. The dude in the background's wearing. Definitely old military outfit. And we have got some other stuff from the Great War that is mentioned. And I say the Great War because that's what Diggins calls it when he shows us his Chekhov's gun.
Our grandparents built this inn, so the treasure hunters had a place to eat and sleep.
Okay.
Nobody found the treasure and they stopped looking. But Ebenezer of Buffington did not like that.
Sorry, can I just clarify? So no one found the treasure and they stopped looking. So I assume that not many people came to the inn, and then conveniently the inn was haunted and the ghost kicked off. Well, this sounds to me like a little bit of a... I don't want to say scam, because that's probably a little bit harsh. But someone's maybe telling some porkies. And, you know, considering I'm pig detective, I can spot this kind of stuff.
So he turned into a ghost and haunts the woods, looking for the buried treasure himself. He screams and howls a lot.
Are you sure there's not like a pack of wolves in the woods? Publicity stunt. Oh, yeah. Thing is, so we have a lot of old pubs and things like that, and it's like you just mind your own business. You talk to someone, they're like, oh yeah, it's haunted. So you'll either have that where it's like, oh, it's just, you know, the ghost just sort of bumbles about. Sometimes the keys get moved, that's it. Like, matter of fact, nothing. Or you get the publicity like, come to our haunted pub. Sometimes the lights go off. Also, yes, publicity stunt. Nice. Which Pyro might have been making, but Quiet Times, thank you for pointing it out. Because that went before. Yeah, I don't wanna suggest that you've maybe exaggerated the truth, shall we say, but it does seem like an odd coincidence that as the business is drying up for your relatives, the ghost came back.
Did you not hear the screams and howls on your way here?
Again, it could be wolves.
A ghost looking for the treasure he buried in his lifetime? How very plausible. Thank you for this entertaining story.
Oh, thanks. No, man. Thanks for bits. Do we reckon I can ask some more information? Oh, the beast. Yes, the beast of Boffington. Because there isn't just a ghost, there's a beast.
I've heard rumours about a beast that's loose in Wienerwald Woods.
Okay.
Wolfgang, there's a stranger here who was asking about the beast of Boffington.
Johann, what are you yelling about this time?
Or Wolfgang, who's just trying to cook.
The beast of Boffington, Wolfgang. This stranger is asking about the beast of Boffington.
The beast of Buffington? Nobody cares for the beast of Buffington. It's total humbug. There is no beast of Buffington.
So you're saying there's no beast, but there is a ghost, when in reality it's probably the other way round, because the beast is probably the alien egg things.
Beasts are bad for business, you see. They drive away customers.
But ghosts don't.
I see. Thank you.
Sweet. I think I'm good.
Oh, I'm fine for now.
Okay, let's see if we can chat to... Actually, can I... Oh, hello. George, I think it's alright for us to... Yes.
What's this?
Keys are always very interesting. They unlock locked doors.
Hey, you there. Leave your fingers away from our key. That's the key to our staff-only area.
Is it now? Very interesting. Oh. Who the heck's that? Why have they got a guitar? And also, who is this? That looks like a flamingo. Right.
Well, interesting.
If it doesn't move, is it sticky? Get out. I know you've just, like, chucked some bits at me, and also very kindly resubscribed on it, but get out. Oh, I can sit down. Oh, very exciting. Yeah, that's a flamingo, surely. Chekhov's sword. I wonder who this is in the glitter jacket. I quite like it. No, I don't think I will. Okay. Let's have a chat with these folks, and then we'll have the last break in the stream. And see where we get to. Okay.
Yes, I'm still holding. My name is Jay Blues. Mr. Scrumptley, our connection keeps breaking up. We've been interrupted again. I wasn't finished singing my song for my girlfriend, Flora Boffington.
What? Wait, what? Hang on. This is Flora's ex, right? Who's trying to find her? Because, like, mate, she's with another man, although he is a scammer. He's, like, followed her here, which initially we were like, that's a bit creepy. And then singing a song over the radio, also a bit creepy. But in the grand scheme of potentially the con man has swept Flora away from him, maybe it's okay. I'd love to see them have a throwdown. Quite frankly, I think the Blue Jay would win if we were going on actual bird types.
Buffy, if you can hear me, I'm sorry for what I've done. Won't you please come back to me? Hello, Mr. Scrumply. Are you there? Disconnected again. Dash that rain.
Oh,
Buffy. Oh, Buffy. Oh, Buffy. Oh, Buffy.
as you can tell, it's really eloquent.
Good evening. Are you in the mood for a song? I'm earning my room and board here by entertaining the guests with a bit of music.
Yes, he is a Jay that plays the blues. The clues in the name, much like Robin Blind, the lawyer. Yeah, sure.
I'd like to hear a song.
Why not?
Now that's what I like to hear. Now this is my latest song. I wrote it for my girlfriend, Flora Boffington.
Oh.
We had a bit of a fight and she left me, but I really hope that she'll come back.
And here we are again.
Adorned in ruby reds and pearls, you give your stunning dress a twirl.
I think this is good.
You've gone and changed up my whole world, but not for better this time. And since you've gone and packed your things, it's only blues that this bird sings. I'm hoping that our future brings us back together again. Together again. You remember when life was so much better with your best friend. I may not have things like big diamond rings, but I will love and care for you until the end. So darling, won't you hear my plea, that you and I were meant to be together again, together again.
That's Dylan Aiello, possibly. Has stuff on Spotify. So family name is spelled A-I-E-L-L-O. Also, it sounds like he's recording the mic and the guitar on the same. Yeah, his voice and his guitar on the same mic, which adds to the small room closeness vibe quite well. Nice. Right. Let's have a chat with him, and then we'll have our little break. Hello.
Another stranger. Are you here to see the ghost? Have you served?
Hello, old timer.
Which ghost? There seem to be several.
Are there indeed? I'm only aware of the one. the inn wouldn't be here, but for all the sightseers and ghost hunters like good Mr. Pinkerton, who come to see old Ebenezer von Boffington. He's supposed to spook here.
Okay, but why are you a
But
flamingo?
let me tell you, I've come to this inn to drink for the last 30 years, and I've never seen so much as a bedsheet.
30 years is a very long time. And that's a very dashing uniform you're wearing. Have you been in the War of 1888? And are you familiar with General Wilhelm von Boffington by any chance?
As in, are you General
Have I
Wilhelm?
been in the War of 1888, and I am familiar with the old general? Indeed. I have served under General Wilhelm von Boffington, saved his life as he saved mine. I drink to him every day.
Interesting. I have reason to believe that the General is haunting Boffington Hall on account of him having died around here in a duel.
Ah.
Wilhelm von Boffington died in a duel? Whoever told you such nonsense? Old Willie was a pacifist after the war.
Oh, there you go. Old Willie was a pacifist. Hi, Andy. Rumour has it the character artist that joined during the development of Pig Detective 3 was overruled. I mean, to be honest, it is cursed in a good way. I quite like the fact that sometimes you go around a corner and you're like, ah, you have no skin! Except you do, but what? I think it adds to the charm and cursedness.
The war can do that to people. You know, wars are awful things. Anyway, he hung his saber up and spent his days peacefully abroad in a little cottage, reading poetry and feeding the ducks. That's his saber up there, if you don't believe me.
Amazing. Well, that's one more person mystery solved.
Thank you. This was a very enlightening conversation.
It was. Thank you very much. Can I go upstairs? Apparently I can, and they're not gonna stop me. Ha! Hello? Staff only.
Seems I can't open this without a key.
Jesus Christ, George. What else we got? Please do not disturb. Hello? Oh, Christ. Oh, shit. I seem to have encountered a kidnapping?
I beg your pardon?
Hostage holding situation?
Is someone on the loo?
Is that the actual lawyer?
They're dangerous.
Oh no.
Need a baseball bat.
Come on, George. This is giving me like Ethan Winters and Resident Evil 7 and 8 levels of I need to what? I love it. Mum.
Well, if you say so.
Come on, George. Get that bat. Oh, God. Oh, there. I've assaulted a man and I don't know why. Hello? Who the frick is this? And who are you? Quick.
I'm sorry, I can't understand a word you're saying.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip through that.
Take that sock out of your mouth.
Ah, there we go. Right, who's this then?
Ah, what a clout. Are you a professional baseball player?
No?
No, I'm a private investigator, but you can call me Pig Detective.
Is that Billy the Beak on the toilet? Because Billy was missing, but he was involved. Oh my God, did Billy the Beak kidnap the lawyer and then they sent in Robin Blind instead?
Well, I'm pleased to meet you just the same. I'm Alfred Buzzard from Legal Eagles.
Oh, of course you are.
Lawyer part.
This is her actual lawyer, and then he like skipped town. Yeah, the Legal Eagle lawyer, Alfred Buzzard. So this is where he's been. He's been held kidnapped. He's been held hostage. Sorry, not kidnapped. held kidnapped.
I'm here to help the new Lady Boffington to find her footing, now that the old lord has passed away.
Do you know about the lady in the attic? Can you...
I must go to Boffington Hall directly. They must be expecting me with great impatience.
Yes. What about Mr. Blind?
Well, your partner, Mr. Blind, has certainly not been doing a good job in your absence.
My partner? Mr. Blind? There is no Mr. Blind working for Legal Eagles in Big Town. You have been imposed upon.
Here we go.
Who is this Mr. Blind of yours? I need to speak to Lady Boffington immediately.
Yes, but...
Okay, why are you... Who is the guy on the loo?
Who's the guy on the loo? You know, the one I just hit over the head with a baseball bat.
Also, you get points for using on the loo. Britishisms. I love them. And it upsets me when they're used wrong, because I've had to endure Dragon Age and all the dwarves using sodding wrong. So thank you for on the loo.
The guy on the loo? I haven't the faintest idea who he is. But he is some sort of shady criminal. That's for sure. He was lying in wait for me.
Well...
I'm ashamed to say he overpowered me quite easily the second I walked into this room.
What peculiar behavior. Do you know what he wanted to achieve with that?
I am completely in the dark. He didn't take any of my valuables, and he never said a word. My best guess is someone wanted to confine me to this room for sinister reasons that are not yet known.
Well, they're known. They're known.
Yes, but why are you staying at the inn and not at Boffington Hall like the other guests?
Why am I staying at this inn? I love this inn. They make the best schnitzel with noodles and the most crisp apple strudels. I always stay here when I have work to do at Boffington Hall.
Aren't you afraid of the ghost? The ghost that haunts Vinevold Woods?
There is no ghost.
The ghost? I'm not afraid of no ghost.
Please.
But now I really must go to Boffington Hall directly. The heiress of the estate is bound to be completely helpless without me. Good day to you, sir.
Good day. And I can. Right.
What's this?
Oh, hello. William Beakowski. Billy the Beak. Here he is. Motor vehicle driving license. Yep. So there's Billy the Beak, who was involved in this whole crime situation. So he's the guy, because the lawyer, I completely forgot that the lawyer had just been missing. So there he is. That's another mystery solved. Ah, the toilet. Aha. Like, we are actually legitimately going to go into the toilet. And we're going to have a little break there because I actually also need a wee. But we also are due... Oh, actually, maybe not in this toilet. Not sure about just the hole into oblivion. But look, we're slowly filling in the big picture. Also there. That is very UFO shaped. Does it fly? Maybe. Yeah. We're getting there. Slowly. So I'm guessing when we come back from the break, we will be... Well, we need to go and talk to Mr. McTurpin and hand him the letter. And that's another ghost done, as well as the ghost we've just done. I need to go back to Miss Parker and talk to her in the photo lab, assuming she's still there. And then also report back to the ghost. Because I think we can maybe solve 2 more of them, which means we've got 1 more after that. And then we can say, actually, I think you're... So, yeah. We will have a little break. And then we'll get back. Oh, Andy, it's great. It's really good. The illustration. It's really nice. Hang on. Andy did this. Ooh. Along with other things, obviously, but it's good shit. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for your work. Like the amount of stuff on Dreams. So I'm just charging this whilst I go on a break. The amount of variety of stuff on Dreams, like ever since its conception. Good God. Like it just, as someone who literally, I was at E3 when they unveiled this, and I got to try the demo. Same year they unveiled Marvel's Spider-Man and also Ghost of Tsushima, I think. So I'm assuming 2016. And bless them, the devs sat down with me, gave me a little guide. Were like, "This is how we can build this and this," and just the skill, the speed, the seamlessness, and I was just there going. So it's been awesome to see just how it's grown and the kind of stuff that people have made on it over the years. Thank you, Chatham. Thank you for the follow. And I'm also looking forward to, we are going to go back for Pig Detective 1, 2, and 3. So I look forward to seeing like the development, because the same as we've done it with Mass Effect and Dragon Age and all this stuff. It's quite fun to see how things come to be. So I look forward to seeing the pre-Andy Cursed stuff. Oh, you saw my plants that had to follow. Hello, yes. Hedge witchy sort of sometimes. Not practicing, just for funsies. In games. And also gardens. Right, we are going to have a little cheeky break though, because I do need a wee. We are due to have a break anyway for the last bit of the stream. So I will be back in about 10 minutes. I don't think the builder's going to call back. I think we're good. I think we've locked that in for tomorrow morning, and I assume the cat's not going to do anything that involves me being delayed any longer. If you weren't here earlier, the break that was supposed to be 10 minutes turned into, like, I don't know, 35, because collectively I had to go for a wee and all that. And then I had to deal with the builder who's coming tomorrow to look at the leak in the ceiling. And then also the cat was like, oh, I need attention. So I just was like, ugh. So, proper break. Hopefully Words on Stream is working. Proper break. Oh, 3 eyes? Really? What? Oh, there's a word. Oh, well done, Void. I need to go for a wee, so unfortunately you're on your own. I will see you in a few. BRB. Hello, I'm back. So, I'm going to cut you off. Level 13. Good job, though. And here are the scores. Right. You could shush first. There we go. Oh, Christ. It's alright, the charging cable can probably come out. It's trying to take some pens with it across the desk. Not helpful. It's a great little cable. It's absurdly long, which means I can charge and play. But it does mean there's a giant, like, cable snake on the desk that just encircles things. Right. Okay. We finished in the pub for now. I think. I don't know how we get that key. But arguably there was... Did we talk to... Hang on, did we talk at the reception? No.
Welcome to the Walpedinger Inn, sir. How can I help you?
Hello, Frederick.
What is a Walpoltinger?
A Walpedinger is a mythical beast that inhabits the forest back in our home country. This inn used to be called Ye Old Inn, but we renamed it when the ghosts started to haunt Wienerwald Woods.
Oh, okay. You might want to change the signposts then. Okay, a room?
You rent out rooms here, I assume?
No, Johann Sebastian... Oh, no, it's Johann Sebastian Strauss. It's not even... It's not even Johann Wolfgang. It's... You know what it is? It is names, though. Maybe of composers. Wolfgang Mozart, Johann Sebastian Strauss, and Frederick... Someone. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know why I put Johann and... I recognise that they were composers, but for some reason was like, it's all one man with 3 names.
Yeah, we rent rooms to all travelers and strangers. But all the rooms are taken at the moment.
I can see that. Mr. Buzzard, Mr. Beak, Mr. Pinkerton, Mr. Crawinkle, which is the previous lord, who is dead, but also probably the ghost. Definitely not reanimating any bodies at the cemeteries. And Mr. Blues.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Mr. Pinkerton hails from Boffington. He is a famous ghost hunter. He is here to capture evidence of the ghost that haunts Wienerwald Woods. He is usually outside with his sound equipment, hoping to record the gruesome sounds that the ghost makes.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Mr. Alfred Bussard is a lawyer from Big Town. He is here to help the new Lady Boffington manage her estate.
Yep.
He has our only single room. We have not seen him since his arrival. He is probably busy with paperwork.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Billy the Beak. I'm afraid I don't know much about him. He's just passing through. Didn't say where from, didn't say where to. Funny name for a bird, the beak.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Dr. Crawinkle is not a real doctor. He is some sort of scientist from Boffington.
Sorry, you're saying that scientists can't be doctors?
He and the old Lord Boffington were great friends. They went on an expedition to the Ice Bowl together several years ago.
Yeah, that's where they got the egg. The weird eggs that are now everywhere, and also the weird maybe UFO. Again, very, very The Thing. And also all those films that came out in the 90s where something was buried in Antarctica that was from outer space.
The poor doctor is very distracted about his friend's death.
Alien
he has
vs.
gone
Predator.
out for a walk earlier this evening
2 made a 3.
and has not returned yet.
Well, we were at the graveyard earlier, so he's probably still there.
Can you tell me anything about your guest?
If we find a Stargate. Mr. Blues.
That sparkly bird over there is Jay Blues. He says he's going to be a famous musician someday. For now, he is poor. We're giving him room and board, and in exchange, he entertains our guests.
Cute.
You can ask him for a song if you like.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Thank you very much for the follow. I've done with the guests, thank you. Kieran's not a medical doctor, but he's got a PhD. Dr. Kieran Laser West.
Well, thank you for your patience.
All right. I guess we're leaving. Let's have a chat. Dr. the Wise. Yes. Maybe he's more like Dr. Dre or Dr. Pepper. I was going to say what's the worst that could happen, but that might involve him actually reanimating a body.
Excuse me, could you just let me...
Go away. I'm trying to eavesdrop on a ghost here.
Can't we just drag Jay to Flora? No, we've got to get rid of Theodore Vane first. Because otherwise she's not going to be open to the idea. Also, I have just noticed you've got a hatch behind you. Leading to a mysterious cellar, perhaps. Can I get past you? No, your silly face is in the way. Right. Let's try and go back to
The way back
Boffington
is always
Hall.
much shorter, because you know where you're going.
Oh, thank you. Fast travel. Ah, yes. I love this. Yes. Good. Okay. So, let's go see Mr. McTurpin first. And give him the letter from his love. Oops. God. George. So sorry, George. I shouldn't ask you to sprint round tight corners. It is asking a lot of your magnificent legs. Right. There it is. Hello. Hi.
Ah, it's the famous big detective again. Have you found out what happened to my poor pineapples?
I love him. Pineapple update.
The investigation is ongoing. So far, I can tell you, something seems to have escaped from the refrigerator in the kitchen and made
Hydrate,
its way
please,
here
everyone.
to the glass house. It is possible that the ice in the refrigerator was not meant to be there in the first place. I'm afraid it's been taken from a stash that was not intended for common household use. Whatever it was that destroyed all your pineapples escaped by breaking a glass house wall. I discovered a deserted cabin in the woods. There were these strange eggs all over the place, and some of them have hatched.
Mr. McTurpin's just gonna be like, what?
There were traces of your pineapples at that location, I'm afraid. That's all I got for now.
Quite a lot.
What a strange and confusing story, Mr. Pig.
Yes, postal check as well, please, everyone. Stop shrimping.
What is the world coming to? I ask you, what is the world coming to?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to make your life a bit happier now.
Ah, it's the famous big detective again. Have you found out what happened to my poor pineapples?
Letter?
Mr. McTurpin, I have a letter here that I think is intended for you.
A letter to me? It must have been 50 years that somebody bothered to write to me. But what's this? I know this handwriting. Can it be? But that's extraordinary. I haven't got a minute to lose. Thank you for everything. everything, Mr. Pig Detective. I must be off with the next train. My darling Cynthia is waiting for me. Make haste, Albert. Make haste.
Genuinely a little bit onions getting chopped there. Bye. She's gonna wait for him every day at the station. She said so. Right, come on then, you. Come on then, you troublesome little... Oh, hello. You two are still here. What are you up to? Have I talked to either of you? No. Oh, hello. There's a frog. Hello. Right, we've got ads coming in a minute's time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use this opportunity to go and cash in some of those ghost identities. Because I think we may have 2 now, but I'm not sure. Oh, this is not... Where am I going? That's not where the ghost lives.
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Vinavolt AM Radio. I'm your host.
You wanted the walkaway to be at least twice as long.
Bringing you the very best and latest. Here's
It yeah. She's so slow. Yes. It's adorable. He's so adorable. Right, answer incoming. Mostly because I press the button to try and force them so they don't get stuck. There we go. She does say in the letter that she will be at the station or whatever it was every day. So here's hoping that she still does it. Maybe we'll find out. But he's going to see, which is the important thing.
Hello?
Right. Hello.
Ah, the great detective returns.
Okay. Hyacinth. Okay, we have in this column we have 2 and 1 missing, but I think the Hyacinth, it will be escape from her family to live in Babeltown. The note in the music box points to the labyrinth and got lost trying to meet with her tragic lover. I think that's Hyacinth.
On the way to meet her secret lover, young Hyacinth of Boffington lost her way in the labyrinth and died, tragically. Her ghost has been spotted by the housemaids, wandering around, still trying to find her way to her own true love. Hidden in her old music box, I found a note that Cynthia wrote to her lover, hinting that she hid a farewell letter from him at the centre of the labyrinth. I found a letter from Cynthia to her lover Albert. She never lost her way and died after all. I therefore conclude that you are not Cynthia of Boffington.
You're absolutely right. I am not Cynthia. That young lady had more spunk than I will ever have. Defied all her family just because she was in love. I hope she found happiness wherever she may be.
Sweet. I mean, she will have been waiting a while, but yeah, hopefully she's still about. Wilhelm, I think, died in a duel. Oh, we can't do any more, actually, because these 2 are yet to be filled in. Shit. Okay, so we still need stuff for Wilhelm. And we also need stuff for Ebenezer Boffington. Yeah. Treasure in the Woods man and died in a duel man. We know what happened to die to a duel man. He actually retired to a cottage. But we don't know what happened in the middle, and that's the problem. With Ebenezer, we don't have either. I thought, yeah, I think the person we saw in the labyrinth, they were tall and thin, so again, like Flamingo. stature. But I also think that that's her. Because also she's been seen in the gardens. Like, she's been looking through windows and stuff, and when we've caught her, or I don't know if we technically caught her, or whether we just saw the animation and she left at the right time. But there has been someone with a lantern and a dark cape just sort of wandering about the place, especially in the labyrinth. So I think we currently assume that is her. I know what we need to do. We need to go and see Nosy Parker now, who should be in the attic. Oh yeah, has Mr. Buzzard made his way here? Ooh, if he has, I wonder where he's going to be. Would he be up in the pink room? Let's have a look. This one. This is where Boffy and Miss Ella are, I think. Unless they've moved. Oh, yeah, no, here he is. Hi! He has made his way here. I was going to say, if they're still here, he's probably with them. Hello!
But what a hair-raising tale, Mr. Buzzard. You live a very dangerous and interesting life. Oh, Mr. Pig Detective. Mr. Buzzard here has just told us about his adventures. Being assaulted by a criminal and tied up in his bed, and how you took a sock out of his mouth. You are both such heroes.
Yes, it's been a very exciting night. I am glad you are now reunited with your proper lawyer. I'm sure he'll be a great help to you managing your affairs, unlike that Mr. Blind.
Would you care to join us for a cup of tea?
Yes.
I don't mind if I do.
Well, Mr. George, what is the state of affairs?
Okay. Impart information.
Lady Boffington, there is something you should know.
Oh my god. Do we tell her about Dottie? About Aunt Dottie living in the attic? Is this the time? I mean, we should at some point. It might never be another time.
This may come as a shock to you, but your Aunt Dottie is actually still alive. She lives hidden away in the attic because she's afraid you will turn her out of the house as soon as you become aware of her existence.
Okay.
Aunt Dottie? Alive? This is the best news ever. I've always wanted to have an aunt. Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
Excellent.
Why ever did she think I'd turn her out of the house, though? Such an odd notion. I must speak to her as soon as possible.
Oh, you. Okay, good.
Hiding in the attic? That simply must stop.
This is what I wanted to hear from you, Boffy, and I'm so glad that is what's happening.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be glad to hear it. If she can.
How interesting. Anything else, Mr. George?
I stole her ear trumpet, her hearing aid, effectively. So yeah, I just might have to return that. Whoops. Everything's fine.
Oh, everything is going absolutely splendidly. I just dropped in for a chat.
We need some hard evidence on boyfriend McScumbag. Theodore Vane, not J Blues. Ah, right. Good day, everybody. I can't talk to... No, that's fine. Excellent. Good times. I don't think it's a quest, so I don't really know. I guess I can go and talk... Actually, Dottie's probably asleep.
Vault AM Radio. I'm your host, Chester Fount Scrumply, bringing you the very best and latest. Here's Eloise DuPont.
Dodgy stuff. Oh. We talked to the cop cat. Ooh, about Mr. Beak. Yeah, let's try it. I don't know what that was. So that was the local gossip in me turning up. It's this bloody dress. Like, I know we said earlier, it needs some sort of accessory fix to like actually work. It's giving very much Golden Girls accidental energy. I was like, oh, it's the 1930s thing. Let's wear this dress with the big sleeves, etc. Because it's sort of topical. I do need a hat. I need a big floppy hat. Or yeah, like a little they're effectively like a skull cap, aren't they? The flapper hats. It's got to be one of the two. I was saying you've either got to go full like 1930s pearls, all of that, slightly grandma vibes, or like peak hippie sun times. Also, it comes with pockets. This does have little pockets in it. So in terms of like the top of it, I don't like it that much, but the skirt I really quite like. So I'd probably just put a jumper on. I have got this cardigan, which is very comfortable. However, this cardigan with the wrong thing makes me such a grandmother. Like, it ages this really, like... I put it on earlier, they were like, you just need some pearls, and like, you could just be in a rocking chair, doing some knitting. So... yeah, I like the skirt and that, so I think it just needs like a little sweater or something to deal with this bit. I was saying earlier, or like one of those massive belt corsets, something like that, just to break up what is the shape.
Aha, my trusted colleague.
Hello.
How is the case going? The current state of affairs is this.
Nothing is wrong with knitting, no. I pulled that out of my head as a generic potential older person hobby, along with Sudoku. But knitting is very in.
Mr.
We love
Robert M.
knitting.
Blind faked a ghost and then mysteriously disappeared.
Okay, yes.
Do you have any new information
Oh,
for
yes,
me?
I have so much information. Haha, Mr. Vane's contacts.
Actually, I think Mr. Blind might not be the mastermind behind the crime after all.
Mm. We're doing it. We're doing it. I need a light necklace, but I need like a, you know, like those gem necklaces. That's the thing where it's like pearls would do it, but also like it needs some like wood or something. I quite like Sudoku. I'm terrible at it. I quite enjoy that, and P-Cross as well.
I found his contact information in the possession of another of Lady Boffington's guests.
Yes.
A certain Mr. Theodore Vane.
Here we go.
It is altogether possible that Mr. Vane hired Mr. Blind to come to Boffington Hall.
I think you're ready for the bits. Oh. Jesus Christ. Given the game we're playing, remember pearls before swine. Dear me.
Now that is an interesting plot twist. We know nothing about this Mr. Vane. You should keep him under close observation.
I have tried.
Do you have any new information to impart?
Alfred Buzzard.
The strangest thing happened. Mr. Blind, the lawyer who disappeared, might not be the lawyer of the Boffington family at all. I met a Mr. Buzzard who is staying at the inn in the woods, and he seems to be the genuine family lawyer from Legal Eagles in Big Town.
I could have told you that. Mr. Buzzard has been handling the Boffington's affairs for years.
Yet you didn't question why he wasn't here.
So this Mr. Blind is an imposter then? He needs to be brought to justice.
Oh?
Do you have any new information to impart?
Yes. I found Mr. Blind.
Enormous progress has been made. Mr. Happy and I discovered Mr. Blind in an abandoned hut in the woods. He is in a bad way, though, half delirious and possibly mauled by wild beasts. We deposited him in Mr. Froglump's care. Mr. Froglump is the gamekeeper of the Boffington estate.
I know who Mr. Froglump is. Capital fellow. If that Mr. Blind is in his care, nothing can go wrong.
Okay.
Do you have any new information to impart?
I think I'm done.
I'm afraid that is all for the moment. I will return as soon as I learn anything new.
Okay.
Good job, good job. Please keep investigating. In the meantime, I'll have another cup of tea.
You haven't finished that one. You've got a problem, mate. Also, you can't go to the toilet all the time. That's my mind palace. Right, let's go see Nosy Parker in the attic with the candlestick. Or do we think... hang on. Is this updated? No. Okay. Cool. Yeah, in the meantime, I'll do bugger all and leave it to you. Indeed. That's typical police energy in a private detective investigator story. Bloody useless. I assume it's also a little riff off Clove, because the policeman, they get him to wait in a room. That is peak police as well, mispronouncing names, and I do love him. He is great. But he is also bloody useless. Hang on a sec. Oh no, she's in here, isn't she, of course. He literally could have walked in and said, I'm just pissing by, and he would have had as much input on this investigation as he currently has had. He's not even like keeping an eye on what's his face? The great Protagus. Who he's known. It's just ridiculous. Terrible policemanship.
Ah, Mr. Pig Detective, back
Hello.
so soon. Have you found the way to the inn in Wienerwald Woods?
Yes.
I have indeed.
How excellent. Then you can show me where it is. Together we will get to the bottom of this story. My readers so love to get the male perspective on things.
Uh-huh. Oh, here we are. Oh my.
So this is the old inn in the woods. How very rustic. But I suppose it is romantic. Now, where do you suppose we should start looking for the secret treasure?
I already investigated the whole place. Except
No, you
for the
didn't.
staff area. The door is locked and they guard the key very well. It's on a hook behind the counter there.
Excellent work, Mr. Pig Detective. Here's the plan. I distract the badgers. You try to steal the key.
Oh, God.
Oh, Mr. Badger. May I have a word? Rosie Parker's my name. I'm a journalist for Modern Mouse magazine. This is
Hello.
a very charming inn you've got here, Mr. Badger.
Hi.
I suppose it's very old. Do you have an extensive basement under the house?
I so.
The basement? Oh, no, there is no basement here at the Wolpertinger Inn.
No basement?
Hi.
But where are the staff quarters, if not in the basement?
Oh, our staff quarters are upstairs.
Upstairs?
Oh, success! I managed to steal the key. That makes me a very bad role model for children, by the way.
That is a sacrifice you have to be prepared to make in the interest of journalistic investigation.
Not him looking at the camera.
Now, Mr. Badger over there told me that the inn doesn't have a basement. He must be lying, because my source assures me there are extensive dungeons below this house.
Dungeons?
This is where we must go.
Dungeons also,
the
man.
staff quarters are upstairs. Are you telling me I stole a key and ruined my reputation for nothing?
If the staff area is upstairs, upstairs you must go. Sometimes going up is the way down.
What? Yeah, don't steal from badgers. I don't know if you know anything about. Obviously, you must know about like honey badgers, etc. Like even the European badger, which is these ones here, they will mess you up if they want to. It's just ours are a bit more chill. They don't tend to be quite as ridiculous. Oh,
Seems I can't
whoops.
open this without a key.
He does blink. It's just not when you're looking. It's like a weird reverse of Weeping Angels. I don't even know. He does blink. Not that that's very comforting. What would I know about badger habits? I watched a lot of animal programs as a child. And Springwatch. They had badger babies. Oh, also, I watched Animals of Farthing Wood. I've done my time. Oh. I just... Chat, I believe I have found the Beast of Boffington. It appears to be a large stereo speaker set. Oh my god, Bodger and Badger as well.
What's this?
Oh yes, also yes, that's true, Ronan. He does, they are one of his favourite animals. Okay. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Oh. You're right there, buddy. Should we stop now before you seriously injure yourself? Let's go back and have a little chat with Heaps. Is this a reference to the Hound of the Baskervilles? There's a vibe of that. Yeah. Just a light smattering of a setting, etc., and something in the woods. It's like that and a bit of Agatha Christie kind of all that stuff. House on, no, not House on Haunted Hill, maybe. And then there were none as well. Which I'm not going to call it by either of its previous names because both of them are not particularly inclusive.
Mr. Pig Detective, have you found the secret dungeon yet?
I'm still working on it.
Okay, and you don't want to hear about the... Okay, fine. I was also saying it's a little bit Miss Fisher's Detective Mysteries, or whatever it's called. The Australian thing, which I absolutely loved. Hello.
Excuse me, could you just let me...
Go away. I'm trying to eavesdrop on a ghost here.
What the... Well, how am I going to deal with this situation? Put back to the find the secret dungeon. I'm pretty sure it's behind you, my dude. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's try talking to the badgers. Hello. Can I ask you about the big speakers upstairs?
Hello, stranger. Welcome to the Walpetinger Inn, the most haunted inn of Wienerwald Woods. How can I help you?
No.
Tell me again about the ghost.
He went south, Boffington. He buried a big treasure somewhere in Wienerwald Woods and now he haunts this place. It's very good for business. People like treasure and they like ghost stories.
Yeah, it's making the right sounds. I just don't know what those are. There must be something. There must be something staring me in the face. It's staring me in the face. You can't see it.
I'm fine for now.
Was it 4 levers? Do we think that might be up, up, down, up? Up, up, down, up. That sounded relatively accurate, I think. Let's go see if that's done it. Let's get a brain. Hello, hello. Welcome. We're just trying to finish off a cheeky puzzle. Before we're done for the day. But a happy Monday to you. You'll know when it works. Oh, hang on then. Reverse. 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 Oh God, not in here. Hang on. George. I'm sorry. That was all me. Right, do you wanna... Oh shit, it's reset. So, okay, I think I said up, up, down, up before. So let's just try the opposite. Ooh. That's pretty different. Round in that corner. Right. Hello?
Excuse me? Could
No,
you just let me...
Go.
Shit. Okay, so it's not that?
Buffy. Oh, Buffy. Oh, Buffy. Oh, Buffy.
Yes, thank you very much, Scatbrain. That's very kind of you, Spring. They're good. They're so good, aren't they? Dreams and Pig Detective. It's been really nice to play. It's been really fun to have some of the devs in chat. And also, you're very welcome. Like, the only reason that I went is because of other people. So I'm glad that that helped. And I hope that the path is smooth, even if it's not going to be quick, potentially. But yeah, no, this is great. Between this lock and this place is cursed, it's like 3 different like point and clicky sort of interactive adventures, puzzles. Those 3 games have been like have scratched that like now got an itchy nose, that like detective game thing that very rarely I find gets fulfilled, you know? You say I'll know when I've got it right. How do I know? Actually, hang on, this is the wrong way round. I've done that one before, he didn't react. I am not convinced. Give it more welly. Oh god, really? Am I just supposed to keep on smashing it? It's not just the 1 2. I gotta toot some more. Hang on. Mode. He might die if I keep doing this. I would quite like to not kill Pig Detective through him basically trying to toot a flute. Please don't try to kill George. Oh, I see. Sorry. God, what do I do? Genuinely, I might need a hint. What have I done wrong? Oh, do I need to... Hang on. No, because I can't... Hello? Can I do anything else? No. Oh, George. Oh, hang on. Do I have anything in my bags? Give it everything she's got. Captain. Petrol? Oh, flip them all. Oh, really? Is that down? I guess that's down. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, that'll do it. So what you're telling me is, I made a puzzle out of a thing that actually wasn't a puzzle.
Some seriously ghostly sounds. The ghostometer is going off the charts. It seems louder over here for some reason.
Oh, God, I didn't Occam's razor it. Yeah, there was no need for that. Although, you know, if you do ever port it and you wanna pinch that puzzle I made for myself using the downstairs thing, please feel free. I like how I didn't even go, what happens if I just like tick all 4? I literally just went, oh yeah, 4 things. They look like switches. Yeah, the sound elements are quite challenging. My Occam didn't razor. Also, nice. It's all right. The I've got another builder who tried to call me and I think has left a message. Roofing man. I don't think you necessarily need it. I think I just in my brain decided I did this with Locke as well. And I mean Locke is challenging enough as it is, but like Chat and I were making up entirely different solutions. And the creator came into the first stream and was like, no, the puzzles are confined to one room for now, which we initially took as meaning, oh, at some point you're going to make Lock version 2 and it's going to be like bigger puzzles throughout the house, not realizing that actually no, when you've done all the puzzles in individual rooms, the house opens up and puzzles are across the entire house. But we were making it so much harder for ourselves in some cases. The book, the zoo animal book, my god, Mab and I. So yeah, sometimes not the vibe. Overcomplicating it. What is in here? Hello? What's this? Secret dungeon, do not enter. The animal book. I don't. Yeah, the animal book. I can't.
What's this?
The thing is, we made all the notes. We spotted like the secrets because there's letters hidden within the animal pictures. We did all of that. We just didn't know where the information went. So we were making up where it went.
I found it. I found the secret dungeon.
Oh my god, dude, don't shout. Okay, no, it's fine.
Why, Mr. Big Detective, you are a very proficient investigator. You've found the secret dungeon after all.
Okay, bye then. Should be fine. Should be fine. Just want to check there's nothing here. Currently playing Divinity Original Sin. Finished Divinity Original Sin 2 after finishing Baldur's Gate 3, so we're going all the way back. And so I'm very accustomed to looking in weird corners at barrels and things. Oh, good god. Okay. Lovely. Also, when we finish this, we will probably go back for Pig Detective 1 immediately. We do have a couple of things left on the Dreams playlist that Perogagon sent me. So I need to work out if we're gonna... actually, some of them are escape room games, so it may be a bad idea to do those in between Pig Detective. So actually we'll probably just go straight to Pig Detective 1. We've just done that with loads of stuff. I've played the most recent and then we've gone back for the others. But also this was the one that was given to me on the list that was like, look, it is technically a prequel, but it's also the most recent. So if you like this one, go back for the others, which is a good way to do it. But like we did all 3 Frog Detectives in quite a short period of time. So yeah, we can totally smash through the trilogy of Pig Detective. I say smash, we can take as long as we want because it's fun and enjoyable. Especially as we're not getting, like, because the alternative to this would be like a Frogwares Sherlock game, which I don't think we've got for a while.
Of the inn?
Yeah, why are we?
Well, welcome to the world of investigative journalism, Mr. Pig Detective.
Bumbling. This is the thing. It's the perfect genre for me to bumble around and be slightly nosy, be into the gossip, maybe do something that's, you know, not saving the day, but making life a little bit easier for someone who's had a bad time. If, you know, it depends on the case. Depends on the case. So in several of the Sherlock games, it's less that. It's more just like, oops. But you get the vibe. It's
you see, about
fun.
A week ago, I was working at my office at Modern Mouse magazine.
Yes. Oh, a flashback.
1 week earlier.
Yes.
I was working at my office at Modern Mouse magazine when I received a mysterious parcel in the mail. The parcel contained a little worn notebook filled with peculiar drawings and clues.
Norm
An
Ipsum?
anonymous letter accompanying this artifact explained that there was a dungeon under the Wolpertinger Inn in Wienerwald Woods. This dungeon, the letter claimed, was built over 100 years ago by the legendary Lord Ebenezer of Boffington. It was built to guard a mythical treasure that countless fortune hunters have been seeking in vain ever since. My journalistic nature was instantly stirred, and I decided to make haste to Wienerwald Woods in order to explore this dungeon and discover the treasure. To disguise my true intention, for nobody likes a gold digger, I telephoned Boffington Hall and pretended to be interested in writing a character profile of its owner. Imagine my surprise when I found the new Lady Boffington to be a rather interesting person. My in-depth interview with her will interest the readers of Modern Mouse magazine no end. But I digress.
Yeah, that sounds like the Badgers wrote the
I was
letter.
invited to stay at Boffington Hall. So here we are.
It's very, yeah, the Badgers might have... Well, no one else knows about it. It said a friend or two, so yeah.
So we're looking for buried treasure.
Well, not exactly buried treasure. Well-guarded treasure, more likely.
What?
According to this book, the way to the treasure is paved with booby traps and challenges that we need to overcome. Riddles to solve, tasks to do, that kind of thing.
Are you sure? Because it looks like it's right there.
I hope I can count on you for this as well, Mr. Pig Detective. We've come this far together, it would be a shame to give up now.
I'm out. In the words of Dragon's Den, I'm out.
I'm with you, Miss Parker. I enjoy a good treasure hunt.
Spoken like a true detective. I expected no less of you. Let the games begin.
Unfortunately, Nosy Parker, it's going to have to wait till next week because we've only got 3 minutes till the end of the stream, so it's probably a better point to stop now than dive in there. Yeah, a mute. Bye! She's off to immediately die to spikes. There you go. Bye! No, she's fine. I think she ships us as a couple, to be quite honest. I don't think George knows what's going on at all. Again, he is the Inspector Gadget of this. And it's the adjacent people that are like, go on, that way. No, dear. George is very oblivious, and I love him. He's a very silly boy. Right, George, we are going to go to exit creation. There we go. Ugh. Just to make sure we've locked that in. And we will continue with treasure hunting. And hopefully solving everything else next week. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. There's 2 ghosts to sort out. We've kind of begun to cash in all the information we found. I am a little bit worried about the Doctor and his potential resurrecting in the graveyard, but I will deal with that. It'd be